enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip the Hawaii, hit bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. True, 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 true. Haters will cry me a river like boo, 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 boo. Breaking the hearts, breaking the rules. Boo, 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 boo. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two, 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 two. I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me, meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat, repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. Talk about it, yeah.
Lies.
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving and stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, I swear to God, you be tripping. I can't even do it. My girl, I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it. No, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get. Don't send him the car. He finna get blessed on. I get the pay. I'm talking about Benjamin Frank. Not talking about the one that you.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The post-Tom Brady era starts now. It's the Bucs and Vikings underway to begin 2023. And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. And this will come out to the 25-yard line. Godwin, the motion man. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now a whistle, and I think a
I'm in
penalty
football
here
game.
for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Back.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Quick throw to Collins. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They go play action. Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, Let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Cousins. This one caught by Kittle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Cousins choosing to back away from the line and signal for a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Straight ahead, Etienne. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing is Cousins. And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Man in motion left, that's Collins. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, now about the 19.
Well, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
4th down, Cousins. That is caught. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Etienne will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Etienne. And he is not going to get in as the big body stop him at the 1. They'll try to run with Etienne. And this time he is in. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs are on the board here first.
Walk with pride, be who you are.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Be who you are. Walk with pride.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to get this one away.
Shit. Be who you are.
And
Walk
he'll elect
with
not
pride.
to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think...
All right, rifles one.
Here we go.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
I can't. I'm not even gonna try. I can't.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. But no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I wanted to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back. to the NFL jerseys.
Well, now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. Following the interception, Cousins. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll run with ETN. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, now Godwin with a chance to run it. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
What the fuck are you?
Falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Cousins. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 31 yards. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half. Santos now to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Wilson's throw here taken in by Knox. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Ah, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Gun. Good routes here. Wide. List 50.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Final play of the half. Cousins.
Got a man. It's Collins complete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60.
And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They go play action. Cousins. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And quickly they get to the line.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, Steamer.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyler Boyd from 13 yards out. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Now Cousins.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins.
He'll get that underneath ETN.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Now Cousins going to change it up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Now Jones. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll look to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Dawson Knox
from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Draw play, ETN. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Cousins. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that's going to be incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Now Jones. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Third down and goal coming up here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Jones. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And the Bucs are on this one.
And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Cousins. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close.